right, good morning from BENIN. I name of the program, ITV First to Many. Of course, now not forget say today, now be the D-Day, and many things now go happen for that event. Yesterday was the Independence Lecture, and we hear you watch them for news. What happened? If you just join the program, good morning from BENIN, they reach you live and direct from Independent Television, Edo State, South Nigeria. And the language of this program now Pidgin English. We say they take the analyze issues that concern Nigeria, Edo State, the world, and anything we will discuss now just on Pidgin English. And today, on Sunday, Nigeria will be 57. We'll look at the journey so far, where we did now, and the next 50 years where Nigeria go. We'll begin to plan ahead now because yes, we'll not get any choice than to plan ahead. Don't forget to by this Sunday, yes, ITV Radio will celebrate the independence of Wewe, and of course, many things now go they have that day. Of course, we don't get the Gumagala Ram when we say you get that Gumalaga home. Say everybody, one person then go win that. Today, for us, again, we don't come again. We will discuss Nigeria. And we will go I did with our brother and son of the former governor of Edo State. When we see my brother Hilary talk about just now, Samuel Lugbemudia Jr. My brother, good morning.
You're welcome, man.
How you doing?
God bless you.
You don't taste small.
What? We're watching out.
I tell you,
would they watch out?
I tell you yesterday, you know, say if you're American citizen, you know.
Would they learn so
yes,
small?
I did my brother Tom Obaseki.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Well done.
Yes, so my brother, would they watch small? Nigeria at 57. What's your take on the journey so far? What you talk about?
What me say be say Nigeria don't try in the sense that 57 years not be small thing. But now also small thing when you try to compare to other country, we don't go far like America, we don't get their independence since. So we get many things like light. We get many things like water. We get things where we cause negative things where we they cause by ourselves. If you see recently for different countries like America, Cuba, and recently Puerto Rico, which is part of America, we can't see natural disaster where they call hurricane. And we see how they can't cope with the problem. For Puerto Rico, they can't talk, say, so and so thousand, so and so million people not get light. So and so million people not get water. We get natural disaster. We get flood recently for Benue. We get flood for Kogi. But the natural disaster where we they cause by ourselves. You say those basic necessities of life. What thing that they call basic necessities of life, which is food, clothing, water, shelter, security. We they cause the problem by ourselves. Not be say the problem come from the top only, but for people who have been ruled, where they rule, also they cause problem, especially from their own from their house. That's why they talk say charity begins at home. So by God's grace, make we try to solve problem for our house before we talk of waiting to happen for outside. So we don't try for this country. We get peace. Even though we don't have peace in Maduguri, northeast of Nigeria. Even though recently they killed 3 policemen in Ogbazu, we get kidnapping and all those things, but we still get peace compared to other countries. And we go thank God for what Nigeria be today.
We go thank God for what Nigeria be today. My brother Tom, you don't see the way my brother is doing own analysis or your own. At least Nigeria at 57, the journey so far. How you would assess our growth? How you would assess where we did now? We move at all, or we just stagnant, or if, at least for something from 7 years till now, which kind of thing you see where at least we know where we don't, everybody just dey talk about where we for not try, where we for not try. Are there areas where we even try at all? Abi we just dey pepelo?
Thank you very much, Afif. Apololo. For me, I don't want agree say we dey one position. The thing be say, have we made some progress? I will say yes, we don't move small. But the other question be say, the movement what we make, now where we supposed to dey, that one I will say, not be where we supposed to dey. If we look over these 57 years, wetin we don't achieve as a nation, wetin we don't put into the two, no, if we look at well, like say the two don't match very well. And my only fear be say, if I tell you this one, I don't say you will laugh. You don't say government retirement age now 60 and we are 57. So now the thing where they worry me is say at 57, where we supposed to be. But I believe that we have made some progress. Yesterday, I did look one film when when they swear in Shagari as president. When I look the place, the way everything be, I can't look at now. I say, okay, we don't make some progress. But by and large, I would say we still have a lot to do, because at 57, we still struggle with some basic things where other people they take for granted. So we have made some progress, but we still have a lot and a long way to go.
My brother Sam, you be one person who say they follow trend of things. Before I will ask you other things, as a Nigerian citizen, you know, see anywhere where we make any progress at all for these 57 years?
For me, we don't make many progress.
Like which area?
Which area now? For example, security. Security problem for Nigeria, for all over the world, now because of money. What thing they call economics. Now, if you don't get money, what thing they talk is say if big man rich and people were there around the big man poor, that big man na poor man. So if money not there for the common man, security challenges go there, because education no go there, medical facilities no go there, water no go there, light no go there, food no go there, and unfortunately prostitution go there for our females. So we can say, me go talk say security don't try for Nigeria in spite of all the negativity where we don't get basic things for this country. That's why you see some governments, like Edo State government, say they go concentrate on infrastructure. Infrastructure be, say, road and all those basic things. So the security they try when poverty dey. That's why one man called, is it Gandhi or Martin Luther King, talk say poverty now the worst form of violence if it put for person. So if person poor, you know fit talk say, you go talk say the person try say make it no enter armed robbery or crime. So we just thank God. For me, security don't try for this country. A few years back, Boko Haram were controlling 14 local governments in northeast of Nigeria, Maduguri, Borno. Now, they not control any. What did they do? What did they do now? What did they call soft target? Where did they go carry small children, give them bomb. Then with that bomb, they go enter one place and just blow up the place. All of we know say that kind thing dey happen for all countries. It dey happen for France, it dey happen for Belgium, it dey happen for America, the Western world. Wetin dey call Western world? That terrorism still dey. So please, for me, make we commend our security agencies, because no matter what, if not for our security agencies, me for assure you say Nigeria for don go down. And at the same time, we must thank God for where we are today. So I must, the security, we must commend them. That is the first one. And there are many others, many other areas.
You don't put man for security. Which other area you look at? Because like when me and my brother they talk just now, I tell him one thing. I say when I start the program, I say all of us, the people with the government, the one with the outside government, imam, pastor, anybody, senator, anybody, all of us know the problem. If to all of us know the problem, Atiku no go talk say he go fight corruption past Buhari. For Atiku to talk say he go fight corruption past Buhari, he know say one of the problems we say get na corruption. Exactly. It shows that all of us we don't know the problem. So at least for 57 years, as a growing up child, you can't reach adult, you come in mind, come be reason. Which thing you see say we for try?
I will want make I say put small mouth for wetin my brother just talk just on this security matter, and to also relate to what you talk say our Baba Atiku still talk say he go fight corruption, because corruption might be one big problem we will get for this country. Let me just make I use the security issue for example. You know, say for somehow our people will they confuse policing with security. When we see police full everywhere, we say, security there. But for me, I think security passed that one. And my understanding about security more is more of intelligence. Before something happens, you know. As a planner, you know. You catch them. They want to catch thief for here, you know. But before you do that one, you go involve so many people for the system. So, but and if you involve so many people, some of them, you will need to put them on one form of allowance or the other. But the tip is say, when we vote for this allowance, say we want to use them for all these things, is it available? You understand? So, for security, yes, as my brother talked, we have made a lot of progress, particularly in the northeastern part of Nigeria. But we still need to spend so much for that preventive action. That is, for me, what it means to say we need to do better for that security.
Active policing.
Exactly. We need to know, try to put things in place. You know, people will tell you, say, sometimes you will see one shoemaker from one corner there, if he be policeman, when I shoemaker. We as people, we know who to talk to when we see something, when we hear something. But today, how many of us get mobile line? Over 100 million of us get mobile phones. But how many of us know police number? So a lot of communication, those are things we need to do in terms of that security matter. So, but that aside, infrastructure, for me, we have made some progress. Governance, we have also made some progress. If we remember for this country, at the beginning of this dispensation, 1999, a lot of governments at that time did not really affect the people. But over time, you will now see that one government after the other, people are now demanding, say, okay, you must do something, you must do something. So you find out that one government after the other, there is improvement in things that they are doing. Before, government they're not going to do anything. 5 years go past, 8 years go past. But now, if you see the governments will come after each other, you see an improvement in them. Now, people are not even moving, say, from the position of saying, not be say, government do something for us. Now people are not making say, government should, and even now, we are not even moving to say, at what cost are you even doing it? So you can see gradually efficiency is coming into the process. And I see these are the things where they happen for a democracy. over time, we will learn. But how long will it take us? That is the big question. Because right now, we're far, far behind. 4,000 megawatts of electricity, now we they produce as a country. If we put on the street lights for Lagos alone, it will chop everything. If Lagos State today put on the street lights, that 4,000 will never reach. So, what is our plan as a nation? If we are planning to say we want to do 20,000 megawatts by 2020, that 20,000, where will it take us to? So a lot of things we will still need to do as a nation. And I believe with the change and improvement in leadership we're having over these years, and that brings hope to the people. And I believe that gradually we will get there. But we need to move a little bit faster. That's what I say for now.
All right, yes, Tofna, don't talk well. On our own, we also look at some areas. My brother, you know, I know say you go school for America, but you say when you come from America, when you go school, primary school, secondary school, you know they carry phone. Maybe you feel they carry phone for that side, not be so. But for you, you know they carry phone, not be so. But small, when you come, they come. I remember that when GSM come, one get did for abroad. When she come, you can't see. When I say this communication, you can't see this thing, person carry phone. You are using phone? You say yes. How? I said, GM said don't come. Maybe that when that Econet thing come that time. Most of those things they're not there before. You remember I said before now people house until they receive call from younger brothers and sisters when they other country.
Exactly.
These days, not begin. I tell my mama last week, I said, person send me email. Now I just prep my phone. I said, person just send me email now. I say email. Now I say yes. But you don't forget, say before. When we dey go school, abi, we'll come queue for cyber. In fact, these phones have don't even kill business of cyber cafe right now. It not gonna be like that. That time when we say you come see cyber cafe come full, everybody now get laptop. Everybody now they do all these things, all this internet and everything. You can use your phone at the comfort of your home. You feel you do all of those things. In the past 30, 40 years, tell my parents, all of those things don't do before. Those days, that man tell me that I say that they put pepper for inside letter, writer, go Mediguri, go meet your pikin. But these days, one call, piam. If the line don't go through, you call the other line, you go. If you not go, you go send text, or you go do WhatsApp, or you go, you know those kind of things. We've not seen them before. But today, all of those things, it is there. So when you look at the progress we they make, we know get don't reach where we they go, but at least we don't make for those now some of the ones who me too as a Nigerian citizen. I don't observe say yes. Even that area when you talk about this issue of engagement of government. Before anybody if you just come now maybe as a governor or anything, he can do anything and just go. But those these days now even if you impunity there, but the impunity you they check out because you know say man person they watch your back. I don't know if you understand. Those days people will just they do something, you know nobody care. Heaven will not fall. But these days, come and say heaven will not fall. I believe so. And so most of those things, a lot of things they won't need to talk. But even for this our country, I remember even not for this time, this pan for this they do motor before that. Yes, pan, then Volkswagen, then this one when they do Star Diesel. Before all those things, they were doing them one in Kaduna, one in Onitsha, one in all those other countries. They were there, but over time, let's say the thing can't go down. That's the area we say I also look. But my brother, now maybe we look at the future, the next 50 years. What compared to like now? This my brother tell me that I say for America. He say when America did 57 years, he say black and white. They know they buy something for the same shop. You understand? I'm not the same compared to ourselves to America. Now, for the next 50 years, what will be your own projection?
Well, for me, I attended a meeting in my local government, my ward meeting. Anyway, local government meeting. And I remember what the commissioner, won't mention the ministry. The commissioner said, he said that when we are looking for, when we they look, sorry, when we they look for person where go feel position, for example, position of technical position, make we not look whether the person is society, make we not look whether the person are Christian, make we not look whether the person are Muslim, make we look for the best person. The problem where we get now for Nigeria is that not be the best person that they put for different places for position in this country, whether na medical field, whether na police, whether na army. It be like say they favor, positions are based on man no man. So wetin me they talk, we say if we
Maybe the federal character there.
yeah, now this one they cause why people they talk say make Nigeria restructure. One very prominent person the other day in the newspaper, in the media, he talk say for NNPC, 55 of the senior staff, out of 55 of the senior staff, where South they produce the oil, only 15 people from the South get position. The other 30 something now for North. Now wetin me they talk be say if Nigeria want move forward, the same thing in football, the same thing in the Olympics. The first under 17 World Cup where Nigeria win, 10 of the players were from Bender State, Midwest State.
Yes.
So we should stop looking at, make we not dey look where the person come from, wetin him be, whether he dey this society, dey this, whether him mama be this, him papa be this. As long as the person is the best, that is the only way Nigeria can move forward. And let me tell you, the solution right now, solution for Nigeria right now, this restructuring where Nigeria, they talk for Nigeria, make they restructure, make they reorganize all the positions where they look at all the positions where they give people for government. Make they reorganize them and put the best people there. Me know many people where get quality to offer, but they not go use them because they fear. Say maybe this man, like our former governor, they go they fear say if he did this position, he not go agree make we rest. He go tell us what to do, you know. So for me, let us make we pick the best for all positions, and every other thing we follow, because the basic theories for success, you can get 1,000 books on how a country, how a business, how a family can succeed. So the books, the theory is all there. What we need now, the best hands to do the job.
Not be political this thing. You know, say you make you also let Nigerians know, because when would they hear, when Nigerians, the whole world they watch now, as we speak now, the Minister of Information not they watch this program, but a person, he put person when they watch this program from Abuja, that's what he talks now. So some of this way they talk for you now, person they watch for different parts of the world. Most of all those other, because now you bring the best hand. I hear that time say, this man, Donald Trump, although he don't sack him, he put one Nigerian citizen for an economic team before. Then I hear that time say, even the former president of America, he put one Nigerian for a medical team. And they can't carry somebody from, I think, Republican. I mean, in Democrat, that he can't carry someone from another political party. Can't put for a team. How it treated the before those ones? Maybe you also let enlighten Nigerians on all those kind of political appointments. Whereas all of us na PDP, but we can't pick somebody from another political party. Or all of us na APC, we can't pick somebody from ABGA, all of this. How it be for other countries? How it be? Maybe just tell some Nigerians too.
For other country, before they pick somebody for a position, they go look the person record. Not only that, they go look the person where they that position. What did they call performance evaluation? They go look in record and say this person get problem for this situation, get this problem for this area. So we know say this person get this problem. They go look another person whether a day PDP, whether a day Democratic Party, Republican, they go say, oh, this person, now quality person. They go look in school, they go look other things. Maybe if he not go school, they go talk, say, see the practical where the man don't do. And when they are able to, by the time they do that one, they go no say, now this person go fit do this kind of job. So for overseas, they know they look. That's why you go see, say, Nigerians will go abroad. They are always selected for the best positions. Because the discrimination not the where they go talk, say, oh, this man a black man, this man a Nigerian. We know if he use them. They go look the quality where the man gets and appoint him to do that job. And they go give him time before they check how far this man don't go. I tell them, say, make, for example, they go say, make this man go from Lagos to Benin. And after 1 year, he reach or go tell you, say, money where they give him to go Lagos, he don't finish, he dey already. After 2 years, he go tell you, say, he still dey Jebu, they never reach Lagos. Now there they go. Now there they monitor person, say, waiting be your target. Your target is to reach Lagos. And after 6 months, if he never reach Lagos, they go sack that person. Put person where go fit reach Lagos. Now the difference be that for Nigeria. For Nigeria, the person go dey there for 4 years, he not go do anything. He go still dey Ore, never reach Lagos for 4 years. And they go still, they worship the person, say, oh, the person, one day. So, waiting me talk, we say, we have to make we copy waiting that they do overseas. That is why you see many Nigerians run out of the country, because the structure, the system, the institutions, they did there to check and balance your performance. So until we get to that level, so it will be problem.
Your first recommendation now be say performance index must be, and we'll use the best hand.
Use the best hand.
Put square pegs in square hole.
Yes.
Carry lawyer, put for Minister of Justice.
Yes.
Put doctor for Minister of Health. Put one for Minister of Environment.
Yes.
Put engineer for works.
Yes.
Then two, we call the monitor the person.
Yes.
Check in performance in the whether in the progress or in the pekpilo. Have you not so?
And also.
Okay. All right, my brother Tom. You dey hear when you talk. Which other area? Now you feel say we go begin the work on as we go this, because now we dey look at, we project another projection. We don't be 57 in the next 50 years. Where we go be, and what will be some of these? We don't already see the things where we don't do wrong already.
Yeah.
What will be some of all those areas where you feel say yes, either in local government, in state, in federal, we need to check, do right, not just say all the time. This one, the problem. I first talk for this program when we start. Say, look, our Chief Justice don't set the ball rolling.
Yes.
President Muhammadu Buhari all the time is always the judiciary is always a problem of corruption. If they use and they hit the I think I'm next Chief Justice even miss na two abi miss abi one. All those ones we don't know what they do. But this one they just come. If they do some kind of thing and people look and say yes, this is the way to go. So to you as a country, it don't tell you the way to go. Which of your area?
Before I talk now, I just make put mouth small for what my brother talking regarding having a round
square pegs in
square hole. It not necessarily mean say put engineer and put them for here, but I think what my brother is saying is that put competent people for where they are. For example, you find out that hospital management, for example, is a whole profession on its own. You must not be a doctor to do that.
Yes.
All over the world, I say they be. In America, sometimes you see economist as a profession, but the head might be the Secretary of Health, for example. You know, so the important thing is make we put people where they knowledgeable, we get track record for where they get expertise for. And over time, our people, they confuse leadership for title. Say, I want to be president, I want to be chairman. But leadership is not the title. It is the responsibility and the activity where e dey for that title. The person where they carry that title is here equipped to do it. These are the things where we talk about square peg and square holes. Now, restructuring of the nation is that one a natural thing. Everybody don't see it now. We don't dey talk of her since how many years? We don't do one thing for how many years? It not take us go anywhere. That one, it is something we have to do. Look at what they happen now. Our road go past inside your state. They will say this one is federal. Federal, they're very, very far away. Who they suffer the road today? That way they suffer, we they here. We they road pass from Benin through Ekpoma to Auchi, all this area, now those states.
And the federal man know the pass there.
Exactly. So why do we have a system where go talk say, you hear what the governor talk now? They're right, they want them, can't repair this thing. But because of how far that government be to the people where they don't understand the impact. The people where they, maybe all the people where even there for that Ministry of Works now, some of them, over 70% of them, they feel never have passed this road. You understand? So, but these are things we have to check. Who they suffer today? Now, who they suffer? We collect 100 naira today. One person will give her 50 something naira. 36 people, they'll call share 20 something. There's 774 people go share over how many percent inside. You don't say that kind of thing will work. That is even the sharing. You know. The collection gets your problem. So these are things, if we need to really make progress, we must move government closer to the people. That we must do. Once we are able to do that, get the right people into right positions. And thirdly, thank God for technology. You mentioned about phone, internet. You press something, I send something later now, a quick move. It don't go anywhere in the world. We, as a people, also need to use these tools where we don't create, take starts from. You understand? The way the race be now, they say people don't create so many things. We don't need to go back, go follow, say, the way America follow, they develop, maybe 100 years. No. It took Japan 25 years to achieve so much. It took China less than 7 years to almost double their capacity for electricity. So we have to understand, say, we are now in a knowledge economy. We must use the tools what we get now, take leapfrog to catch up with the world. The beauty of it all is that it is possible if we really sit down as a people, say this is what we want to do. Because let me also give you an example. When I talk about knowledge economy, if the same knowledge way a person where they trade for America, I will get the same skill, we get the same knowledge. And because of technology, I feel sit down here, they feel employ me from that side. But because the person will go employ us, the person will in America will tell us, say, you will pay me $25 an hour, which is like big money. Somebody like me, if they offer me like $5, I become more competitive. So these are tools where we need to do as a people. We already have these tools. We need to get leadership to a stage where we say, we understand this, and be able to use all these things, take advance our people. For me, I believe it's possible. Only if we sit down and say, make we know they do this our dance where we did dance.
All right, yes, my people for us, the program when you watch now, Good Morning from Benin, the reach your life and direct from independent television. If you reach us on www.itvradio.com, www.itvradio.com/live, itvradioNigeria.com/live. Once you reach us there, of course, you don't reach us with that. You feel what this program live. As we begin to wrap up this discussion, Nigeria at 57, the journey so far. If you get any comments, if you just call us, let us know wetin we need to do. The next step we need to do, just 052 290 573. You join us. But my brother, as we need to conclude, so we don't put on for so many issues and the way they're supposed to be. Now, for you, is there any basis for comparison, or we will just continue like that? As in comparing Nigeria to America to other countries, is there any basis for all those ones? Because you don't first stay there, and at least you get more knowledge about the way life be for that side.
Wetin they talk, we say, when person look back, the further you look back to the past, the clearer you go see wetin dey in front of you. When I talk, say, if you look back, you go look back in comparison to every country where dey this our planet. And this man, Bill Clinton, talk, say, he say, insanity can be described as doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yeah. In other words, insanity, madness, is like you go, they do the same thing every time. Say you want go from Sapele Road to New Benin, and you say, oh, it go take you 5 minutes to get there. If you use motor, it go take you 5 minutes. But the same person, insanity be say, you go use leg, it go take you more than 5 minutes. You go try leg. Now, the problem where we get now insanity. Insanity in the sense that now the same thing we did do since. But there is improvement, because God did Nigeria. God, they cover different angles. Because me not see say, we go fit survive if we get that kind of hurricane where they get for Texas. So God did the situation, but wetin I talk before be say, make we use our best hands. Our best hands based on experience, and the younger ones, the children, where they call youth, some of them you can see in the 70s, those were rulers were less than, most of them were less than 30 years old.
Exactly.
Why? Because of their training and experience. Not be say they just go school, but the kind of training where they get, don't be like today. So we need the best hands to move Nigeria forward. If we not get the best hands, it will be problem. Example also is that person if he get A+, for a class, say for electrical engineering, then you go get person where be electrician for vehicle. That one go fit do the work better than the person where get A+. Why? Because the A+, person now so book he dey read, he not fit do practical. So wetin me they talk, we say, if person dey position, make it dey aware of his surroundings, make it dey focused, make it they not distract him. Because there are some bad friends, some people where go come around the oga and say, oga, everything's fine. Oga go just sit down for office and say, okay, my friend don't tell me say everything fine. So the oga himself not go know when they go from here, instead of going from here to Lagos, they go from here to Abuja because of distraction. So person where they position must get strong head. Strong head. You don't care who is step, whether he step on person foot, but the person must get the result. If you step on person foot and he not get the result, if you not step on person foot and you not get the result, they go blame him. So he must step on person foot, because in another 4 years, when he don't come up for position, people go they laugh and say, no, be that person did that position. Many of them I don't see for House of Reps, Senate, local government. When they come up for position, it don't finish. People go they laugh them. So please, make we put the best hands for position.
Make we put the best hand for position, and so be in submission. Young, you say you can't put one match just now. I talk something about young people that the people who rule this country, people like them, I think Gowon, I think first Obasanjo, even your papa, of blessed memory,
yes.
many people.
Yes.
And they see that thing for social distance, say they were very young people,
yes.
but they fit do some things. The kind woman one the respect for this country, former President Olusegun Obasanjo. The institutions where that man don't set, my brother, with all due respect, I stand to be corrected that nobody ever fit break up. Nobody don't fit break their record when we see Obasanjo set. As in the kind of things when we say he do, as a former president, former head of state, come all those sort of people for ground till today. Now then we see the guests. All right, so what's your own submission?
For me, I would say young people, they have the energy. They born them into these new times, and they understand what's in day now. So I believe that once they play more role in government, there will be a lot of improvement. And of course, me, I believe one thing where they always tell people that you cannot plan for a future that you know will be part of. That it is better to have those people that will be part of that future be very much involved in the planning process. Just like so you say 70 years old man, but they plan for maybe 20 years time or 30 years time. They plan if you don't come from your mind well. But if now the man way, you know, say they're 25 now 30, you know say 20 years he will still there. He will make sure say things go work. You understand? Like that. So that one deal on your own. Then another thing I also think what we need to do is to governance, good governance, reduce waste. We also have a lot of waste for our system. Let me just give you a typical example. We get many agencies for this country. We get NDDC, we get so many of them. So you will find sometimes say one road. I remember one time where government one plan to do one road for the Benin city. They say NDDC they advertise that road too. So that's one state. So we need to manage and control this kind of waste with better collaboration with all these agencies with there. And of course, the only thing we see for the whole matter is say there is hope for the country, particularly as I first talked before, say over the years since 1999 there has been improvement in governance. So if we continue with that tempo and we continue to put people that are qualified and some of these other things we don't talk, we do them, I believe say we will reach where we will reach faster than we think for now.
All right, yes, so some other people they wait, and so we'll wrap up this discussion. This discussion, it will get part 2, but of course, yes, now this part 1 be this. We need to move this one forward. The two people who say they deal with us for studio now very young people and are part of the young generation. And if yes, not true. And so if at all our elders, you know, if it's a 70-year-old senator, now one plan future for both of them, women now still reach that side. When you say at least next 50 years, next 10 years added to his age, he know don't use walking stick. You know, so now these things we see. So maybe we see how all of this engagement will continue for our state, for our country, so that these things will do better. All right, we salute Namon and take you on my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Sam, I greet you. And
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Well. Also, maybe we'll take a break. Maybe we just go here from other people. We get so many guests for studio today. You say ITV Festomania. Now today is the Shele for inside Benin City. And don't forget to say the independence of where we're doing. So the body Festomania day, and we expect so many artists when we say go perform for inside the ITV world. I invite all of them to come. Like I talk, when I see these young people for here now, I won't ask that question, but I'm not there. This idea of saying, who Nigeria don't have, Nigeria don't bath, this one, make all of us go buy green, white. On Sunday, make we wear them. Carry flag. People go to, you go some people office, you will see American flag. You go there their car, you go there their thing, you don't get their own country. No, we don't feel continue like this because as they do this thing, whether we like it or not, our children they learn from us. So we must be patriotic and make we do our things go take waka well for this. My brother, I wish you happy independence in advance. You too,
Thank
happy
you very
independence
much.
in advance.
Yeah, I wish you
All right, so make we enter another discussion.